Also, I feel like if you musty in school, but you like your breath smell good and you got like a nice smile, people would be like, remember Langston? Like he was mad musty, but remember he had that cute ass smile.
He's cute though.
If he would have just got the right deodorant, I'd have been making out with him. But it don't work the opposite way.
If he would have just is not pussy.
Brother, put it on my tombstone.
Listen, you had me, and then you tried to take it too far. If he would have just, don't get you no pussy. I've had my share of pussy in my day, and it never happened because she was like, if he would have just. Nah.
If he would have just.
If he would have just, you wouldn't have had that conversation.
It never would have came up.
It would have been like, I fucked Langston.
She's a ghetto type broad and her life is hard. Catching me with the dope and she'll take the charge. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, Gentiles and little mamas alike. Welcome to another phenomenal episode of My Momma Told Me.
The podcast where we dive deep into the pockets of black conspiracy theories.
And we work hard to prove whatever the fuck you want to be proven.
Come on, it's for you.
We'll make it up.
I don't want to do this.
We don't give a shit. Here's something I've been struggling with. I think this new Bachelor is a hate crime.
Okay.
Shit.
I think this new black Bachelor specifically feels like a hate crime against our community.
Why?
I don't know anything about this, but I did tell you about my man who was on the last Bachelor and got kicked off as a black person.
And he had a hard time?
Yeah, he said they were coming at him on TikTok and stuff.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Like he got kicked off like the day before it started. The producers came in.
And we're like, nah, they don't like, you know.
You gotta go back.
You gotta go, big dog. Fuck.
I don't know about this new. Tell me about this
new guy.
And also full disclosure, I have never watched an episode of The
I haven't either.
Bachelor.
I have not either. Okay. I had accepted that they were a white show that dealt with white things that eventually black people participated in, but we certainly weren't the
But like black people aren't gonna win it.
Yeah, well, apparently we have.
Yeah.
Won the whole.
I mean, enough for them to start doing first black female bachelorettes and black, and you know.
Good. This is the second black bachelor.
Oh, yeah,
They had one before this who...
and he chose the white racist lady, right?
That everybody preferred a racist lady.
Yeah. And this is just by way of TikTok.
Yeah.
God damn.
No, this new black bachelor specifically feels like an AI generated nigga. Like truly, like it is so swaggy that it's to the point that it is swagless. Do you know what I mean? It is as if Skeeter Valentine became a person and started to like go date women. And that to me feels like an intentional undermining of what the black identity is meant to be. That like we had built some sense of like our strength in the world is our cool, is our sort of like offering of culture to everyone else. And now they're being like, you are nothing, you are a shell.
I gotta see a picture. I
was about to say, give us some examples so that we can...
I'm going to show you the
like,
trailer.
What was the commercial? Yeah, give it to me.
This is it.
Yeah,
I thought we were all more bought in on who the Black Bachelor is.
No, I didn't even know it was a Black Bachelor. Come on, man.
Come on. Yo.
Music is a very integral part to be able to express myself.
Yo. Look how they see us.
So I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to find my wife. I'm ready to have kids. I'm ready for everything.
It's a bad part.
This nigga got a part.
Got a bad part.
That like write you songs and play the piano, and I'm having the best time of my life.
I'm just gonna take this shit.
So your issue is that he's just too corny. Like he's so like they made him so acceptable that they kind of removed. They made him kind of like a shell of a person.
That's not
like
a black man anymore.
I mean, who are they gonna? They're gonna put Cameron on The Bachelor. Like, who's it gonna?
Yes, David, I would like that.
I would watch it with Cam. I would watch it with Cam.
I would absolutely.
I'm not going to limit our potential. Yes, I would like that.
He's so charming.
I would like Cameron to be on The Bachelor.
But they're not gonna. It's ABC.
They're cowards if they won't show what we really are. I think Cameron is less harmful than this person is. Cameron is giving us the raw unreal, baby.
It is what it is.
You know what I mean? It's just, it's perfect.
I imagine that that's probably a very, very hard for him because I'm going to be very honest. As a woman, I could just see like the innate fuck boy in him.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, I could actually see it. And so for him to have to contain everything that you're saying they erased, for him to have to contain that for however long it takes for them to shoot must have been a really, really difficult task.
That's
I don't know
what
if it was
I'm
contained though. I feel like he had to let it out at some point, right?
But maybe not on camera.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. They're breaking him in front of us. That he's literally being a beep boop robot because he can't be what he actually is because they won't accept that, which fundamentally is a part of this show anyway. Mm-hmm. Fuckboys have existed for 20 years on The Bachelor, but we don't get to be that. Mm-hmm. We got to turn into a fucking robot. That's my issue. It's not that, he can't be corny. Yeah. He can be corny, but come on, man, be a human being.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
No, this got you.
Yeah, I'm upset.
Yeah, I can feel
Clearly, it hasn't moved the needle for y'all yet.
I mean, I hate it, but
we'll get there.
You want it also too. It's like I don't know. I experience guys like that.
Yeah,
right.
And so they do exist. Like they do exist,
right.
And so they just found, like, what would you have? Give us who you want him to be.
That's my question because
Delroy Lindo. Put Delroy Lindo on the Bachelor.
On the Golden Bachelor?
Yeah. Let us see a man. Be a man. The way a man's supposed to be. He can wear swishy pants, but you don't talk bad to Delroy Lindo. You show him respect. If he pulls out a jazz flute, you expect him to know how to play it. He ain't just ripping and rapping.
Well, I wonder, what does this Bachelor do?
I think he raps.
He's rapping.
Oh, he raps?
They gave him a whole stage. It felt like that's his he's
an entertainer?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He was singing, playing piano.
Yeah, in like a boutique. That boutique didn't even seem like it get business like that.
No. That's what
I noticed that boutique. That was a really subpar boutique.
That's why they got time for him to play the piano in there.
Yeah, no, you can come in.
That seemed like they set that up that day.
Yeah.
Y'all trying to do this today?
Have y'all watched that? Because I was trying to develop a show about a TV show, and my managers had me watch, I forget what it's called, but they made a scripted show a couple of years ago about The Bachelor.
I did. I seen that shit during pandemic.
Yeah. I forget what it's called.
Something?
Yeah, something
old girl,
like that.
she went crazy.
Unreal.
Yeah,
that's
she
what
went crazy and then she came back.
Yeah.
They look like monsters.
It's really hard to watch because it really focuses on the producing of that show. And so they really lean into how awful the producers have to be to make the television that they make. And they had like a white bachelor at first, and it was like they brought in this girl, and she was like, it was like a perfect moment, but she was a black woman. And then they cut and was like, America's not gonna, it was all about appealing to America's demographic.
Yeah.
And like what the people who, like, you see how we're sitting here, ready to tear this, but we're actually not even the consumers.
Right.
That's true.
Right? We're not
we didn't
the
even know it was
consumers.
happening.
Yeah. And I remember like venting to somebody about, like, I saw like a Coke commercial, right? And I was like, I don't care who you put in a Coca-Cola commercial, I'm never going to drink Coca-Cola. Yeah. So why even waste the money on a Coca-Cola commercial? And then somebody in advertising was like, we're not even talking to you.
You were not even a part of the
we're talking to people who drink Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Cola products. Right. And we just want to make sure that the people who drink cola products, when they go to purchase it, we want them to purchase ours. But you don't drink soda, we ain't even talking to you.
Yeah.
And I forget that. Not that that's okay, but like they not even speaking to you.
But that was, and I 100% agree. And that I think was the mistake that like Bud Light made when they like put the trans person in their ad.
Yeah.
Because they were like, yo, this is a part of like a cultural movement that we're recognizing. And we want to acknowledge all the people that might be consumers of our shit. And then immediately they realize
their biggest consumer.
Our biggest consumer don't like
They don't like that shit.
Yeah.
Whoa, we're sorry. Call Dana White, get him on the phone. We work with them again. They truly did not like what they did.
So ABC is like, we're going to consider our biggest consumer,
right,
as we give y'all this black guy, and we know he can't be too. They ain't never. Has the Bachelor ever been dark skinned? The Black Bachelor has he ever been dark skinned?
No.
That's
I think the last one was biracial.
Yeah,
and I think that dude don't.
This
he could
guy,
be.
He could be, but he look like real. He looks standard black.
He's very.
You know what I'm saying? He looked like he could be from anywhere in America.
Yeah.
He's the Honda Civic of color.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then he gave like the generic answer. You know what I'm saying? His father got the TI. He just wants you to have everything that you know what I'm saying? So it's like...
His daddy is the same color as him.
There's
no misinterpretation.
Yeah. So it seemed like they were like, no, we know who we package these things for.
100%.
Right.
And...
Because they don't need it to be nuanced, right?
No,
in that case, they need it to be whatever caricature they could put in there that seems believable enough for the people who watch The Bachelor.
And the thing about it is, it's still going to be people online like nigger.
Yep.
It's still, you offended on this side, but there's still going to be a lot of people.
Yeah, he's too black for a lot.
They got
Yeah. Get your hands off our women, money.
Rapping, touching our women.
Fucking singing.
Yeah, they love to sing.
Basketball again, huh?
At least they tried to switch it up. They show women playing basketball. I don't really know what that trailer is.
They were like, look, we know you don't know any other sports, but we won't force you to play. We'll let you be the announcer. And that's like, goddamn, you still think so low of us, but fine. Yeah, you acknowledge he doesn't have to be good at it.
Yeah. Or maybe does ABC, did they get the rights to like the WNBA or something like that? It's like sometimes you just got to follow the money.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, has ABC, I guess My Wife and Kids was an ABC show. What black shows have been on ABC?
When the Hughley show, was that ABC?
Was that ABC?
I mean, y'all thinking about comedies, but I mean, ABC for a minute, they secured like probably like the strongest black talent, which was Shonda Rhimes at one point.
That's true. Yeah.
And as much as her shows don't seem like black shows, but they were Scandal was led by a black woman. Right. As much as Grey's Anatomy was a ensemble cast, the head doctor, the head surgeons of the hospital, they were the black woman, black man. Then he had How to Get Away with Murder, led by Viola Davis.
Scandal.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And 50 Show was on there, right?
50 Cent had a show on ABC?
Oh, man.
You're talking about the one with the dude in prison.
Yeah.
That Monk was
they tried.
Yeah.
They tried.
Yeah.
The British dude who was supposed to be playing the American dude.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, but it ended. They showed they people that, and they was like, nigga!
Leave them in there. Leave them in there.
They're always in prison.
Leave Dion Cole in there.
They tried.
Our guest today, we haven't even introduced you yet. What a chaotic episode it's going to be. I'm so happy you're here. Our guest today is one of my favorite comedians in the world. She's so funny. Oh. You know her from HBO. You know her from Prime. You know her from her own special. He Jobs Off. She does it all. Comedian, actress, writer, all the great shit. And we're so happy she's here. Give it up for Zaynab Johnson.
What up, though? I am not from Detroit. Oh, my God. Hey, you guys. That was me trying to put it on extra thick for you. Like, hi, guys.
Yeah, that trick came out of you. I like that.
Let me go back to myself. Hello, everyone.
There we go. We're happy you're here. You came to us with a conspiracy that I'll be honest, I don't like where it's going to start us off.
He knows where it's going to start.
I don't like it.
Because one of us does it and one of us doesn't.
It's going to feel like an attack right from the start, and I've never cared for that energy. I've only been a person of positivity.
That's not
Everybody
true.
knows that
He be saying
about
dark
me.
shit slander like on the low.
I know, but it's the way he says it. He puts up his finger.
Yeah.
And Langston is able to like have those never-ending sentences, but like you're okay with it.
100%.
It's like,
100.
oh no, this sentence is still going, but it feels fine.
And it's like he's presenting
That's what
a unified
people say about
front.
my comedy. Still going, but it feels fine.
But he's going to do it today. He'll present a unified front and he'll be like, but that's not what y'all do, right? And then it's like, well, come on, man. Are we on the same page or not?
All right. Well, it's already started
It's already
nasty.
out.
I feel how you're behaving. My mama told me, you said, Zaynab.
Black people don't need to wear sunblock and sunscreen.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
they don't.
They don't.
Okay.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not on his side.
Oh yeah, I don't think I'm on your side.
Oh.
Plot twist.
Whoa!
Oh, no.
Whoa! Scream 2! Stab, stab, stab!
I stand on it.
So first of all,
Yeah.
let's get into the difference because I don't even know if, well, you probably don't know this because you don't care about it, but the difference between sunscreen and sunblock.
That felt nasty.
I'm so sorry.
That felt like a sentence that went on too long.
Too long, and it was not fine.
You probably don't know this because you sleep outside.
Yeah,
But,
you can't read, gorilla.
but for us indoor people, booga, booga, booga.
See what happens? See what happens? It went on too long. It went on too long.
I say this humbly because I did not know that there was a difference between sunscreen and sunblock.
Tell us the difference.
I don't know that. I didn't know that either. I did not know that. You got me.
Yeah. So one, it is in the marketing of it all, right? They're kind of interchangeable, but the literal difference is that the ingredient, sunblock actually blocks the UV rays, but sunscreen allows the UV rays to penetrate, but then they get dispersed as some healthy sort of light in your body versus the damaging. Yeah, so you can basically receive it, right? But it doesn't do the damage. Where sunblock, it basically sunscreen allows your skin to absorb the UV rays without the damage. But sunblock is like, we're not even letting you in.
We can't even.
Are you advocating for screen or block right now?
I don't think that it really matters. I don't think that it matters.
The general use.
Yeah, the general use. And I know most Black people feel how you feel, and I definitely were one. I'm newly on the other side.
Right.
Let's go. I love that y'all
I'm
just
newly on the
presumed
other side.
that I'm pro sunscreen.
I hope that you are. Your lack of melanin
Sir,
dictates
you
that you
must
should be.
Tell me we're wrong.
Again, you're speaking to me nasty. You are speaking to me nasty.
We're speaking to you like medical professionals.
Brother.
I hope.
Tell me you don't wear sunscreen
Neither of you
right
have
now.
a doctorate.
Tell me you don't wear sunscreen right now.
I wear what I have to survive.
Which is sunblock. Which is SPF.
I do put on sunscreen. I will say that I don't put it on nearly as diligently or as like often as white people. And I certainly don't think I'm exempt. Like I get it, but it takes a minute for me to sunburn. It's not like, oh, like I get it every time I go out type shit.
Like if you're cooking out all afternoon, you got to put on sunblock.
I should, but there are plenty of days where I will not get a sunburn.
But I think that is the actual misconception. The fact that the sunburn is the immediate damage, right? And so if you are not feeling the immediate damage, you feel like you are exempt from the actual damage. And so I don't get sunburn. I never, I had sunburn once in my life. And as a kid, up until a few years ago, I never wore sunscreen, sunblock, anything. But it's still... You notice that you start getting moles. You notice that you start getting actual sun damage, and you think that's just a part of aging.
Yeah.
And you do, sit in a very privileged place right now, being the darkest person in the room.
Keep going.
Yeah, you beating the fuck out of the sun.
I'm kill this thing.
Yeah.
Squirrel, nigga.
You see
Squirrel,
how
nigga.
He gets one ally, and then it's like now we don't talk anymore, right?
And Wonder Woman like.
I'll tell you when I started using it diligently. I don't leave the house without it. So I feel like I use it more than you.
Yeah.
Right.
Even sometimes, an esthetician told me, even when you're sitting in your house, if you don't go out for the day, you got your windows open. She said, if you don't do one thing, I want you to put sunscreen on.
Whoa.
That's wild.
Yeah, white lady.
Okay.
Okay.
That made it complicated. I thought you were going to bring in more proof. You're like, yeah. But here's a crazy little bit of information.
White lady, eccentric white lady. And
Sure.
she said, and I am very mindful of, when they don't know what word to actually say. So she started just gesturing.
Yeah. Can I ask where this was at? Was this like at a spa that she said this, or like at the grocery store?
No. This was.
I always tell.
This was at her office.
Okay.
And the reason why she was telling me is because during the pandemic, I had an outbreak.
Oh no.
And she said the thing that people don't know is the reason why people scar is because the sun is what darkens your pigment.
Whoa.
And so if you want, she said, a lot of people think that you can reverse scar. She said, all I need you to do to not have scarring is wear sunblock.
In the house.
If your house gets a lot of light,
right,
then wear sunblock.
You open the windows.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put that
them
sunblock
curtains.
on.
If you put that sunblock on. And I'm telling you, it's also like anti-aging. Right? These are things that the more melanated we are, we have natural. God put it in us.
Come on,
forgive me.
I'm 24.
God put it in us.
All right, that's all right.
God gave us nature's
carefully,
repellent.
Yeah, he gave us everything we need to survive in the wilderness.
God gave us nature's repellent.
All right. You love the Lord better, I guess. But yeah. We still, you're saying Black people still need some of it, even if the nature's repellent is there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now, growing up, was there anybody in your house who was encouraging you to put on sunscreen?
No,
sunblock?
never.
Well,
first of all, that is a luxury. We are. I grew up in a house. Are you trying to protect your skin?
More grease.
Exactly. We was wearing Vaseline.
Yeah, Vaseline is cool.
Vaseline out in the 100-degree weather, which that's
oil.
just now we fry chicken.
That's why I look as old as I do. Is Vaseline? I got Vaseline face.
Yeah. No, I've never even heard of it until I started playing. And I would spend my summers with this white family.
Oh.
And they would, they always got the white stuff. It just sit on their face.
Yeah.
And you just supposed to accept that.
Yeah.
Is that sunscreen? That's the same thing?
That's sunblock.
That's block.
Yeah.
They don't ever bring it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they never go like, oh, by the way, I know I look crazy.
Yeah.
I put this on my face to not look crazy.
Yeah. Because I think they nose is closer to the sun.
Right. And
and that's what we call bigotry, folks. That's that pure bigotry.
It don't be nowhere else. It just be right on the nose.
I don't get it. I never understood
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It does look crazy. It was like, they always look like they're having a bad time outside. Like you gotta have a special hat, you gotta have it on your, it seems like.
I get is this the proper term, gingers?
I think they'd still.
I get the red hair, I get them. They will. But Conan O'Brien can't.
He can't
burst
go nowhere.
into flame. The sun is his enemy.
It's bad for him.
No, he shouldn't go outside.
Yeah.
It's not meant for him.
He don't got no protection.
Yeah.
That's really crazy to not be able to go outside.
And when you around people like that, you feel bad because it's real for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's real. It's like...
Yeah. Have you ever met
I wish I don't feel bad, but I should feel bad. It is funny when I encounter it in person.
Have you ever met
You gotta go inside? Maybe go under the umbrella a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill here, but yeah, go ahead, big man. No, I respect you.
Because it hurts. Because it hurts to go outside. Huh?
Have you ever met a white albino?
No, we talked about this. I only ever seen black ones. I never seen a white one.
Yeah, I know a few white albinos.
A few?
Yeah, I know.
What are the odds on that?
I don't know. I thought they were more common, but apparently they're rare.
Are they? Can they not see?
They can't see.
Yeah, I can imagine.
They're just like void of pigment and like red eyes and can't see and shit. And yeah, they got it's like putting on a hazmat suit to go outside.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. There was a very funny dude who I know who out of Boston that is a white albino, and he truly has to like cover himself like
it's like a disability at that point.
Like the sun is radiation and he can't even expose himself to it.
Do they get stickers? They get special parking for
that?
Should.
Yeah, they should need to. They do got to park real close. You know, people get out and they in that wheelchair. It's like, no, you could roll that distance, but
you could get a tan in the wheels.
Yeah,
you need your swings.
Yeah, but he got to get inside quick.
He can't afford to be out here.
He ain't never been to the zoo. Oh my god, he cannot go.
No, kids see a baseball game. That's
You, I assume, similarly never told anything about sunblock, sunscreen whatsoever?
I'm not going to tell my family I'm having this conversation.
Whoa. This is already...
I think it's even more than it, because it's like, I think now that there's been like, you know, an influx in making products specifically for people of color. Mm-hmm. But I think even if our parents did know about sunscreen, it's like, we're not putting that on. You're going to look ashy.
Yeah.
You're going to look white.
It's the craziest ask of sunscreen is that it really does make
I didn't know that.
Crazy.
It doesn't.
It's the zinc.
It doesn't, because it's zinc oxide, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't rub in, though?
I'm going to blow a little bit of the research, but there is what you're referring to, the difference between sunscreen and sunblock is not necessarily, it's not just that terminology. There's a difference between chemical and mineral sunscreens. The chemical sunscreens are the ones that do rub in, but even those still kind of leave a little bit film. Of a film.
Yeah.
Whereas the mineral sunscreens sit on top of the skin.
Yeah.
That's what leaves behind that literal like white pasty sort of vibe.
So
that is the one that keeps you from the sun from entering at all. Okay. Whereas the other one is sort of expecting the sun to go in, but not as many of the rays as it was before.
Yeah.
So you got a lotion and then sunscreen.
Even if you do, the white film stays behind. It's probably what you would do to not look ashy is sunscreen then lotion, but I bet that lotion fucks up the sunscreen.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Entirely.
Yeah.
Like you're ruining the point if you like put another product on top of it.
Yeah. I think that it's like, it just hit me like we should really be like congratulated, because when I see just white stuff sitting on white people's bodies, I'm like, yeah, because they need that. I don't make fun of them. You know what I'm saying? But you know, sometimes people see things out of it. Like, it's like, okay, you see my hair braided and you making fun of me. But it's like, I'm seeing white stuff on your body and I'm just like, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Bro, the empathy that Black people show constantly for the white experience is insane comparatively. Like
even the knowledge we have to have of it.
Yeah.
The fact that we know that it's a thing that they have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they would just be like, oh, why do they all do that?
It's literally what we were just talking about. We know that they have to put white stuff on their nose when they go outside. They won't even bother learning who the fuck Michael Ealy is.
Yeah, what a do-rag's for.
Yeah, that's crazy. They don't know who Michael Ealy is?
No, they don't know.
Michael Ealy kind of looked like old Bachelor. That's who they was going for. They was going for Michael Ealy.
Michael Ealy was safer. What nobody's scared of Michael Ealy. All right, we need to take a break. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back with more Zaynab, more My Momma Told Me.
How did all of this trouble begin?
Living in America.
Which is exactly what we're doing. Welcome back to My Momma Told Me. I do want to say before you get into the research, I have mentioned on this podcast how I feel about sunscreen, and I've gotten DMs being like, you need to blah, 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 blah. Like, I've gotten product ideas, probably shit they sell at Target, because you know, Target always sells black shit. So people have come at me.
Used to?
I know,
They
right?
don't got to no more. What, that DEI?
Always
That
used
DEI,
to.
bro? No, we ain't got that.
No more sweet potato pancakes. And people have volleyed this at me, and I hit it back every time. This shit's like, I understand that what you're going to tell me is probably real research, and you're going to tell me to make a life change today. This is like washing chicken, though. I'm going to keep.
You're not open to that change.
Not particularly, no.
Okay, well, let me tell you some things.
Yeah, I'm
tell y'all both
interested
some
in-
things,
okay.
and you tell me what you think of this. First of all, when you Google, do Black people need to wear sunscreen? The AI response, Google now feeds you sort of this AI response. The AI response is absolutely we do. Every single Black person, they say.
You can let a robot tell you how to live?
Regardless of skin tone, they say we have to wear sunscreen. They say that melanin itself is a protection against UV rays. It does not protect against all skin damage, though. They explain that studies show Black people are more likely to develop skin cancer in sun-exposed areas, and that the tumors can be harder to identify early because of dark skin. They say we are supposed to be putting on sunscreen. Feels like this very open and shut case, right? The AI answer is in. Now, here's where shit gets crazy.
Your eyes are lit up right now.
I know.
It blew my mind. I've been sitting on this for a minute.
Yeah, you came in. You
I came in. I started doing work. I didn't do. He don't be doing no research. So
That's not my job. That's not my job.
What's your job, by the way?
Don't worry about it, man. Why don't you do your job and quit worrying about what my shit is?
BTW.
Now, that's the AI answer. But when you dig further into this, I found this New York Times article that makes things a lot more complicated. The New York Times article basically explains that most of the studies around the danger of skin cancer do not actually use Black participants or prioritize Black participants. And what they found is that these experts now believe that there is no clear link between sun exposure and skin cancer for Black and brown people.
Let's go.
And who wrote the article?
New York Times.
Who? Was it Tamika or was it Grant?
That's a good question. I actually didn't look at the author, which
article
tells you how stupid I am. I was like, oh, the white man saying this. This is cool. I need to look that up. Let me tell you right now. I'm going to figure that out. Because
all right. But that doesn't surprise me that the research would not include.
Because it never does.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I was saying.
And it's not going to because we're not about to show up for the study. There's no incentive,
If some shit ever sounded like a trap.
Yeah, and we don't trust the, medical industry enough to even save ourselves because we don't believe that it's in service of saving us.
And is it?
Well, that's what's fascinating, right? Is that they rank, the way that they do these studies is that they basically put people's skin on like this scale of 1 to 6, where they go like, if you get sunburns all the fucking time, you can't go outside. You got to put on a hazmat suit. You are a 1. If you are a person who's never had a sunburn in their life, you are a 6. And if you are using these people on this scale for a study of skin cancer, which you have automatically associated with UV rays, you have no reason to study a 5 or a 6, right? You eliminate those from your core group because they're not getting the skin cancer you're expecting them to get from the UV rays. And then that means that an entire subset of Black participants is eliminated from the study. So they're finding in lighter skinned people like me a connection between the sun and the skin cancer. But for anybody that has a more substantial amount of melanin, it ain't actually the correlation that they're suggesting it was. And even more so, they say that it's not even true about the tumors showing up and us not seeing them, because they say that tumors or skin cancer rather in melanated people often shows up in spots where sun exposure doesn't happen. It's the fucking dot on Bob Marley's toe that kills him. He got skin cancer on the bottom of his foot.
Yeah.
That ain't sun exposure that did that.
Yeah.
That's some other shit.
Yeah.
So are you saying that Black people don't need sunscreen block?
I'm saying that the New York Times is saying that we don't need sunscreen or sunblock. And it gets even crazier.
Shout out to all my sixes, by the way.
Well, really, you know, this might be a terrorist attack. You know, they might be like, let's print an article.
Okay.
And can let them know it's okay.
Keep them outside.
I will say I don't know. I personally don't know anybody. I don't know Bob. I didn't know Bob Marley personally, but like I don't have any like relatives, you know, that were like, but I do. The thing I think that's more concerning, it might be crazy for me, that's more concerning than cancer is aging, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I do see the difference between people. If you just look at cultures that exist outside, you know, like what the sun does in terms of the aging process.
Sure.
And I think the anti-aging process is to prevent the damage that the sun can cause, even if it's not carcinogenic. Is that the right word?
I think so. I wonder if I'm playing devil's advocate here, though, I wonder if that is also related to resources in totality, not just individual sunblock, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's more of a life, like a style of living overall.
Yeah, we just have healthier options.
Just better access to everything.
You know.
No, all the rich white people, I don't care how rich they are, they skin is suffering.
They look like shit.
They look crazy.
Put every actress next to Regina Hall. She still look like she's 32 years old, and they look like the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, they look like shit.
If they don't have AI and Botox and every white actress, but she's still out there looking like she is a 35-year-old woman. I think she's 50.
Yeah,
at least.
I think she's closer to 60.
She might not be.
I think that's the oldest woman that ever was. No, yeah, 100%. I think the comparison is tough no matter how you spin this.
And then with the biracial people.
All right. She's biracial.
The biracial people. You be see it, you know, like when Halle Berry started looking crazy, we'd be like, damn, that's the white part. Y'all know when she you know,
and again,
like,
that's the nasty in y'all because y'all turn on us so fast. The second Halle Berry
I think we just call it what it is.
Yeah.
Put your foot down.
There's no way Cicely Tyson's dark skin behind out there looking just radiant. And
but she's 200.
Yeah.
So she's gone now.
She's gone now, but before
she doesn't look good anymore.
No, she died at 199
exactly.
point.
She did die. She died real
old as hell.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think the point of the study is more to say that they are creating correlations and not necessarily prioritizing Black skin the way that we think they are when they're producing these studies. And for me, the scarier part was this AI response being so different from the potential truth, right? That like AI is essentially giving us this amalgamation of a bunch of things that it read in a bunch of articles and goes, well, this is what everybody agreed is the answer. But if this article is true, then that's not correct.
Well,
and it's sending a lot of people in the wrong direction.
If the majority of those studies are not including 5s and 6s, then of course that's what AI is going to get.
Right.
Yeah,
which is why we can't trust these robots.
100%.
But I feel kind of different because I'm like, well, who are they going for? Who are they going to for the studies where AI is probably checking a mix of, you know, professionally written articles, a bunch of people on social media. Like there are a lot of professionals. There are a lot of estheticians there. Like, for example, when I first got laser hair removal, right? It's like they couldn't tell you anything about it on Black skin except there was a lot of but the laser is not going to pick up dark on dark, right? So if you got Black hair on Black, in the same way that if you have blonde hair on white skin, the laser is going to burn you as well. Like the laser was built for Black hair on white skin. That's the easiest thing to identify, right? And so then it took somebody being interested, somebody like, wait, there's a whole market of women that we're ignoring, a whole bunch of money that we can get. We have to figure out what laser can treat darker skin, like melanated skin, right? But people aren't, what I'm saying is people aren't coming necessarily to all of the professionals out there that are specifically concerned with melanated skin. They're not seeking them as a resource, where AI has more access to them because women are talking about it on their platforms. Women have their own websites. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like a bigger pool to draw from.
Here's the other little bomb drop I'll throw your way before we conclude whether or not we should be wearing sunscreen.
Okay, I'm going to keep wearing it.
Okay. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to share this with you.
Okay.
And we'll find out what happens. Okay. The other part of this article that they talk about is that there is a fair amount of evidence that suggests that certain sunscreens are actually more harmful to users regardless of race and color. That putting them on is actually more dangerous than leaving them off. The chemical ones specifically that we were talking about earlier are basically meant to be able to go into the skin, but the FDA and a number of scientists fully acknowledge that the two of the chemicals in particular inside of those sunscreens are not officially cleared for healthy consumption by human beings.
See,
now, is this the FDA before or after RFK?
It's the new FDA.
I gotta know which FDA.
Unfortunately, this is old FDA. This that old FDA you trusted. Sorry.
Oh, I ain't never tried. Let me tell you something.
It's the FDA you pray to every night. Lord, please protect the FDA. Put your hands on the FDA.
That's the American manufacturing I know and love. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I believe that.
What are the two?
Okay, benzophenone and oxybenzone. Which they say even if you use sunscreen at the recommended amount, you are putting far too many of those chemicals, like they absorb into your skin at a level that the FDA basically recognizes as toxic. That it's too much of that shit to use it consistently the way that they would suggest for sunscreen. And in particular, what they say is for women, that the consistent use of sunscreen leads to reduced estrogen levels and higher cases of endometriosis. So it's fucking people up because of the chemicals rather than the protection of the sun.
Those chemicals, is that the majority of products contain those, or are those like outliers?
I think it's specifically
like that standard, like it's usually going to have that.
I think they're in the chemical ones. I think it's a standard
ingredient
in all the chemical sunscreens. But sunblock, you could put that on all day because that's just mineral. It's zinc, it's like some other shit, but it's all stuff that comes from the earth.
But you're not about to put that on because you're going to be out here looking crazy.
You look like that.
Either way, you're going to look crazy.
Yeah, that seems like a tough.
You look nice, but you can't have no kids. So, or you or you look crazy, so don't nobody want to give you no kids. It's like, what is
either way, we're not having babies. That's the real issue we need to talk about.
And I do think that it does speak to sort of the dangers of excluding us from these studies, right? Is that at the end of the day, what you're also asking is that these people who make products don't have any incentive for making a sunscreen that will rub in at your skin tone. You know what I mean? Or will sit on your skin and not make you look like a nutcase.
Yeah, they're not worried about me looking crazy out here because
they don't give a fuck. And they don't have to give a fuck because you're not even a part of the study at large.
Yeah, I'm looking at my, I'm trying to look up my sunscreen.
Okay,
You're trying to find out.
I'm trying to figure out the ingredients.
Pheromones in it.
Yeah, let's see. Do we have time?
Oh no, is this endometriosis from that?
The active ingredient in my sunscreen is 12% micronized zinc.
Okay,
but that's the same thing as in some. That's always going to be the active ingredient, right?
I think zinc's the main player for everybody.
I assume those ingredients you were talking about are going to be.
I think they're
minor, secondary.
Okay, I'm gonna read out all the other ones and tell me if I can't remember what you said. Certified organic. Ooh, certified organic. Certified.
So making a little money. Got a little money.
Aloe vera.
Okay.
That's a plant.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Thiatic acid.
Okay, that's not a plant. They don't grow that with grapes.
Magnesium, vitamin C.
Okay.
Vitamin B, B12, vitamin E, vitamin D. Great.
Great.
grapeseed extract.
Okay.
Primrose oil. Sunflower. Safflower. Slippery elm extract. What's that?
I don't know.
That must make it go on smooth.
Yeah. That make it
go. Borage oil. I might not be saying that right. Borage.
I don't know. Borage.
Chamomile.
Okay.
Plantain.
Oh, that's
sounds like a lot of calories.
Yeah.
Hyaluronic acid.
Okay, that's not a good one.
But hyaluronic acid is like, that's the thing that
shrinks your pores.
Yeah, and the youth hyaluronic acid, you want it to the elastin in your face.
Okay, I got you.
I believe.
Yeah.
And olive.
Okay, you're good.
I mean, it seems like a pretty good screen. They don't even call it a sunscreen or block.
See, you putting bullshit on your face. I knew it was, you putting a smoothie on your face.
That's just more lotion.
No, it's called sunscreen. They call it sunscreen.
There was a lot of vegetables. You know what I mean? Broccoli, cucumber, a little bit of pork chop.
There's grape in it.
Well, I fully respect folks choosing to put it back on, to not put it back on at this point. I think one of the things that I took from the article was that it basically was like, look, dealer's choice at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You're either dealing with fallout from the sun, which may or may not be real, or you're dealing with the fallout from this sunscreen and it absorbing into your skin, which we haven't proven to be cancerous, but we haven't proven it not to be.
Right.
Yeah. And like, what's the amount when they say you putting it on excessively? Like, what's excessive? Whenever people say things that are not like an actual, like measurable amount, like what is that?
There's also
what's excessive?
That's like, I don't know.
I put it on once a day. What's excessive? You know what I'm saying? What's excessive?
There's also a level of calculated risk, I think, when it comes to products. People have been saying that about like deodorant. I can't stop. You know what I'm saying? That's just not good for you. You absorb whatever. I got it. Come on, man.
Yeah, we know for a fact little bits of aluminum being in your arm ain't good for you.
Yeah.
But what you want to be about here?
You tried that natural shit? It doesn't work. I'm gonna get on an airplane wearing Toms. That's crazy.
I'd rather die than stink.
I'm saying. If it's just like 5 years, if I get 5 less years, but they're not stinky years, man, I think I'm gonna take it.
Bro, the idea. We talked about this on the podcast before. The idea of being called musty in public is truly my greatest nightmare.
Yeah, one of them definitely.
If I have like high school ass nightmares of like this nigga's musty and everybody laughing. Do you know what I mean?
I do. What would you prefer, being musty or having stink breath?
Damn,
that's tough. Stinky breath. Stinky breath.
I think.
Oh no!
You don't think so?
I'd much rather being musty than having stinky breath.
Stinky breath is so.
It's
they're both assaulting. I feel like when we're in close quarters.
Stinky breath gives you a chance at getting close to somebody.
What?
You can't even get it. I can't even get the car ride home with you, baby. You musty.
Stinky breath is so offensive. Stinky breath is like a medical need. Like musty is like, okay, they sweat a lot or they don't, you know what I'm saying?
You're saying.
I don't think I ever smell people who are musty and I'm like, their hygiene is just out of order. It's like, nah, they just, unfortunately, maybe it's a crazy day or maybe they just have to do a little bit more. But when somebody got that breath, they feel stomach related. No.
Now this is dietary issue.
Yeah. This is like a health issue. Are you not brushing?
Right.
Are you not? It's like very intimate. The mouth is very intimate.
Fuck.
I feel like you encounter stank breath less too. Like just like in life. You know what I'm saying? So it like stays with you. Like I can remember somebody being stank breath worse than musty, I think.
Also, you go to certain countries and that's the thing. France, Africa, you better get used to it.
That's true. If I opted to be permanently musty, there's somewhere I could move.
And it would be like,
the country.
Welcome, brother.
Busy. Yeah, no, I'm not going to live here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna live in Los Angeles.
Yeah, no. That's hard.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah.
It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'll definitely move to, I'm not gonna say which country.
Don't say it.
But we all know a few places.
No, it's a lot of countries. And it's like, I even said it on stage in different countries, and they be like, and they come up to me like, don't say that. And I'm like, but back up.
Take a few steps back.
But bad breath?
Yeah. That's not standard.
And I'm not talking about like, oh, your breath smell like garlic because you just had some
you're talking
pasta. I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think we
recognize. Yeah. You ain't seen a doctor.
When you encounter it, it is like it's like a worry comes over you. For
it
that
is
person.
a violence.
Yeah,
where you're like, damn,
yeah. What are you doing?
I think I changed my mind. I think I was pretty sold on my idea, but once you introduce the fact that I could move somewhere and still thrive, I got to go musty.
Yeah. I just think BO seems more fixable.
I agree with you.
Fair.
Than like bad breath.
I think it's more fixable. I think it's more socially acceptable than the alternative.
Yeah.
In a way that the nightmare doesn't justify, but that's my business to figure out. Damn. I think we did it.
We really got to the bottom of some stuff today.
I hope so.
I think we really nailed this.
Do you tan?
You're a nasty person.
That's not nasty to say. It's not nasty. We've been having an open dialogue.
You're a nasty person.
Do you?
I do tan.
That's all
like purposely?
No, I don't like go and tan myself, but if I'm in the sun, I will tan.
Hear something crazy about me?
Yeah.
I put on the tanning lotion and oil so that I can get darker.
Whoa.
But I make sure, it's beautiful. Especially if you get, I think the brand is like Banana Boat or something like that.
Yeah.
My, like I just be dark red. Yes.
Okay.
But I be dark, like the darker the better. Q2 Pac. Darker the better. I mean, like if I holler to my sisters, I mean, I'm not on welfare, but shout out to them. You know what I'm saying?
Good luck, sweetheart.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Good luck.
All six is welcome.
But isn't that antithetical to your goals of preservation?
No, because you can get the sun, you can get the tanning lotion that also has the SPF, the block, and it allows you to get darker. It allows your skin to get that toasty. You know, here's the thing. It allows you to bronze. Mm-hmm. It's like what they put on when people go on red carpets and stuff, and everybody look all bronzy on their arm and stuff like that. It's like the natural effect. When we see people who naturally come from Brazil, Jamaica, the Caribbean, and we like, they got a nice red hue to them. It's like the sun brings out your undertones.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, and I just be looking like a dark red, like, give it to me.
Big old cherry tomato.
Yes. Yes. And I love it, but I make sure that the sun tanning, I'm not sitting there for hours. You know?
Right.
I'm still being, taking the precautionary.
You're being reasonable. You're just not. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but when I come back from the island, I want it to look like it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I want people to be like, where was you? I was away.
Sometimes I go to like an exotic place and I don't come back a brand new color, and that is disappointing.
Yeah, it's like nobody was like, oh, where was what you was at home?
Yeah.
You went to Chicago this weekend?
That's like a jaundice, right? That's like a sign of class, right? You come back with tan lines. 100%. It's like, oh, you have money for vacation.
Yeah. You had money to be somewhere where we weren't.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, I'm going to start putting on some weird greases. Let's find out.
Yeah.
All the weird greases, every flavor. We'll figure out what happens.
Yeah, just go out there and bake.
This is so much fun. Zaynab,
thanks for having me.
Can you tell the people where they can find you? What cool shit you got going on?
Yeah, they definitely, if they haven't watched my special yet, it's on Prime. They can watch that. It's called Hijabs Off. I'm on a show called Upload. Our 4th and final season is coming this year, 2025. I'm always touring, so they can go to my website. It's ZainabJohnson.com, ZAINAB Johnson. Social media, Zainab Johnson. Except for TikTok, it's the Zainab Johnson.
Okay, somebody being nasty on TikTok, huh? They won't give it up? They won't give
I ain't even checked. Somebody else started my TikTok for me.
There you go.
Yeah, somebody else. Like one of my professional people started it for me. And and I found out. I was on a podcast with some girls, and it was like, I was like, Instagram and Twitter, and it was like, plug your TikTok. I was like, oh, I don't have TikTok.
Yes, you do.
This is like when TikTok first, and they was like, the Chinese are stealing your information.
Wow.
And I was like, I was like completely adamantly against having TikTok. And I was like, I do not have TikTok. I purposely don't have TikTok.
Yeah.
And she was like, but you do, though.
But you do.
That's not you. I said, let me see that.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh, wait, somebody put up a joke and they got 1 million views.
Not an embarrassing amount of followers. Yeah, this doesn't feel like starting over. Yes, TikTok.
No, China's going to take your workers' information. You'll be all right.
China, you need sunblock. Sorry.
Yeah,
that was the first place I had to open up an umbrella.
I was about to say, they're walking around with little umbrellas.
Yeah,
I
had to. I thought I was going to burn. I said, ran back to the hotel, got an umbrella.
No, their shit is
real.
Oh, yes.
Because they got so much.
Is that an altitude?
No, they have so much smog in the air that it or weird chemicals in the air and shit.
Industrial.
That it superpowers the sun.
Damn.
That shit refracts and blasts at you like an ant with a magnifying glass.
Damn, that's crazy. It's extra hot.
Yeah, it's nuts out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah,
you don't
want to just take that sun in regular.
Yeah. Nah. I felt literally like it was burning. Like when I stepped outside, I was like, I'll have to stay in. I won't be able to.
It's crazy because it'll be burning you, but then you look up and you don't even see the sun directly.
Damn.
It's wild out there.
Mm-hmm.
Asia.
Boy, what you got?
Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram, patreon.com/David Bory. Buy my special, please. I'll buy sunscreen if you buy the special.
Whoa.
That's the deal. We go in together. March 14th, I'm going to be at the Comedy Commonwealth in Cincinnati or Kentucky. I don't quite know. March 15th, Comedy Corner Underground in Minneapolis.
Hell yeah. You can follow me at Langston Kerman on all the social media platforms. You can see me live at the Vancouver JFL February 22nd and then at the Vermont Comedy Club May 27th through the 29th. You can send us your own drops, your own conspiracy theories. You can tell us what you rub on your skin that keeps you from getting cancer at mymommapod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Call us at 844-LIL-MOMS. We are loving the voicemails you all are sending. Keep those bad boys going. And buy the merch, subscribe, review, do all that shit. Wash your ass. Even if you don't put on sunscreen, wash your ass.
Or move.
Move from where you live and start afresh because you stink so much that people are starting rumors about
It's
you.
not as fun when you say the whole.
Sorry.
Is this because of the tanning thing?
Yeah, I didn't like how you made me feel. Bye, bitch. My Momma Told Me is a production of Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network and iHeart Podcasts.
Created and hosted by Langston Kerman.
Co-hosted by David Bory.
Executive produced by Will Ferrell, Hansani, and Olivia Aguilar.
Co-produced by Bay Wang.
Edited and engineered by Justin Conner.
Music by Nick Chambers.
Artwork by Dogon Krieger.
You can now watch episodes of My Momma Told Me on YouTube. Follow at My Momma Told Me and subscribe to our channel.